Hello, my fellow patriots, and welcome to another edition of Mr. Campbell's Rambles. Today, I'd like to talk to you about two things: website and survey. Start with website. Last week, if you read your Patriot page, you know that we launched a brand new website for the school. You can check it out at bcspatriots.org. It looks beautiful and has really brought us up to what I would call a modern website design. Lots of people to thank for making this happen. First and foremost, Matt Sartorius of Saters.com, who was the company that we used to develop our website. He is also a school dad, did a marvelous job. Thank you so much, Matt. Also, Rebecca Fracassa was the key person on our staff that I tasked with the job of carrying this project to the finish line, and she networked with many different people to make it happen, with Matt, with a lot of people on staff who generated content, with me and others. So thank you so much, Rebecca. Also, Amy Triple, another school mom of 12 Stones Photography. She provided us with lots of beautiful photographs as well as some formatting and design suggestions and advice. She worked very closely with Joanna Bradley, our admissions director, who also provided us with lots of beautiful photographs and some formatting and design advice, which helped us. And then lastly, Kaylee Obinger, our new computer teacher and IT director, provided us with lots of last-minute edits and tweaks to finally get us ready to launch. So thank you to all those people. And again, check it out if you haven't had the opportunity already. And give us your suggestions. If you see content that's lacking there, we would love to know, and we'll consider adding more information to it as time goes on. Also, I want to talk to you about a survey that we're about to put out this week. In the past, we have put out surveys to you asking about what you think about the school that were generated in-house by us. This survey is different. It was generated by an outside organization called Flourishing Schools Institute. This is an organization that is partnered with by ACSI, that stands for Association of Christian Schools International. This is our accrediting organization for Bethesda. And many schools, many well-respected Christian schools in the state of Indiana and in the nation have participated in this survey and have found it immensely helpful, and so it comes highly recommended to me. It's not just a survey. You put out the survey to your constituents, both students and parents, but then also there's a conference which follows the survey. And so in November, I and Mrs. Campbell, our elementary principal, and Mr. Morin, our upper school principal, will be attending a conference that will help us to break down the survey results and analyze it, evaluate it, and create some strategic plans going forward to help us with continual school improvement. So we're excited about this. One thing I did want to mention to you, though, that you will see is when you're filling it out, it asks for your name and it asks for your gender, and under gender it has male, female, and prefer not to say. That raised my eyebrows, and I investigated into this. Why would anyone not prefer not to say what their gender is? Is this buying into the transgender agenda or the LGBTQ movement? Because we want nothing to do with that. It turns out that's not the case. The reason that is there, it's there not only for the gender question, but also for the ethnicity question, because you're asked to identify your ethnicity, and you can say prefer not to say. You can check that box. The reason is for confidentiality and anonymity. Some of these surveys are going out to very small Christian schools where maybe there's only one person of color on staff, and if he identifies his race, then he loses his anonymity or confidentiality. The same could be true for gender. Some smaller schools may only have one male on staff. And if he identifies himself as male, then he loses his confidentiality. So that's the reason why that's there. So I don't want you to be put off by that when you see it, as I was. And I want to assure you that Bethesda strongly believes there are only two genders gloriously created by God. It was that way in Genesis 1. It is that way today and will always be. And we resist strongly any teaching otherwise. And so just wanted you to be aware of that. Thank you for your time. And as always, may He be at the center of Bethesda.